What up, guys? Live Eventually checking in. Nice to meet you. Today we're gonna take you from San Jose from Jacó Beach. All right, so we're gonna show you guys the most cost-effective way to get down there. Currently, if you take the Uber down there, it's about $180. It's Friday, and if you rent a car, cars can range anywhere from $30 to $50 without including insurance. And also, when you guys are renting cars, you want to be careful as far as the laws and different systems of driving. And you
make sure you guys drive manual. That's all manual cars. You got to make sure that you get an electric car when you book your booking, because everything usually in most foreign countries come in manual. So make sure you book an electric so you make sure you have the car you need.
So with all that said, we're gonna do it the most cost-effective way. We're gonna take the public transportation, taking a shuttle or public transportation somewhere. You're gonna be with us all the way. We're gonna take it down there, and when we get to our Airbnb, which is centrally located, so we won't need a car, right? Just sitting out there, wasting money. So you can put more of that money towards your fun, having fun, moving around. So stay tuned. All right, guys, so we back. Finally made it to Jacó Beach. You can tell by the scenery change. Bus ride from hell, guys. Bus ride from hell. We're gonna break it down for you, let you know the cost, and we're gonna figure out, was it worth it? Was it worth it? So first thing first, like we told you, we started at San Jose, Barrio Escalante. Then we went on to the bus station, right? You remember the name of the bus station, Abe? Jaco bus station. Jaco bus station. And that itself was about $5 to get out there, right? And then this is where the story really begins. Pass it off to Abe. We get there.
So we arrive at the bus station 10:40 a.m. I go to get tickets, but as soon as I get in line, basically they tell me that we are too late. The bus is gonna take off at 11:05, so I have to come back within an hour to get our ticket.
Got here right at around 11, so next one leave at 12. So we'll cop the tickets. We're gonna roll out the Jaco. Stay tuned. Eventually.
So we sit there, we're waiting. I get a Gatorade. It's tap to pay, so we're all good there and everything. So we're sitting there chopping it up, waiting for the next hour. I go up about 20 minutes before. I wait in line. I get to the counter of the same guy who told me to come back in an hour, and he says, go to ticket booth number 1. After waiting 15, 20 minutes, I get to ticket booth number 1. He says, oh, come back in 1 hour. We're sold out. There's no more tickets. The next bus is coming at this time.
So keep in mind, guys, that's 2 attempts.
That's 2 attempts, 2 hours.
At this bus station, we're only foreigners at this bus station. It's just,
okay.
And it gets better. It gets better. Stay tuned.
Now I'm getting
paying attention.
Angry. I get 2 empanadas. I sit there, eat my empanadas. This time,
how's empanadas? Okay.
They're all right.
So.
Mid, say the least. But it filled me up. It was good fuel. So I can make my 3rd attempt. So I get up there, I check with Quattro numero people, including people who work there. This is the line to Jaco. I sit in that line for a solid 45 minutes. I get to the front, lady tells me cash only. Keep in mind.
Cold-blooded.
No signs.
Cold-blooded.
No signs anywhere that say cash only. And keep in mind, they're right now each ticket by hand. So the line was going slow anyway. Everything.
Not only cash only, but their currency.
Oh yeah, their currency.
Their currency.
You couldn't even use American dollar. I could use the restroom. I tried to give this lady $1 in quarters and whatever. What it would have been
Colonis?
I think it was 10 cents she wanted.
Yeah, it's 110.
Or 5 cents, basically equivalent 5 cents. I tried to give her $1 and she wouldn't even take that. So stubborn people. Ignorant people, maddening people. So I run down to the nearest ATM. I grab out a bunch of cash. I get back in line. We get the last 2 tickets on this bus. And by this time, we're talking 3 hours from when we were supposed to take off. We sat at this station trying to figure it out.
3 hours.
Now we're on the bus. Right.
Finally make it. We finally make it.
We get on the bus, jolly, happy. Finally we made it. Honestly, not jolly. We're kind of pissed off. Riding along. I know there are 4 stops in between getting to Jaco.
Just for you guys, if you do want to take the bus, Have a little jacket with you. Have a little jacket. That bus gonna be
I'm
cold.
glad I had my Pico. He
Gonna be
had
cold.
zip up hoodie.
Gonna be cold.
Because he was like, hey, you want to put yours at the top? Like, no, I
Yeah.
I'm
gonna be cold.
Public transportation.
It's gonna be cold.
It's either gonna be really hot or it's gonna be really cold. There's no in between.
For sure.
So
For sure.
be prepared for that.
It was comfortable though. It was a comfortable coach bus. It was a comfortable ride.
Into the bus. It's a bad ride.
It's a bad ride at all. Like the buses that you go, like if you play sports or something, one of those coach buses. So it wasn't like the cheese bus, the yellow bus. It's like a nice coach bus. I'm sure we got footage of it somewhere. You can lean back, recline. It was comfortable. It was comfortable.
But you have to be aware of your stop. These are rolling stops. Rolling. If he says Jaco, if he says Covella, if he says anything, you have to be ready. Because it's not going to be like, oh, I'm coming to check your tickets. You're supposed to get off at this stop. It is a real Jaco, and you get off. Well, we missed Jaco. I've noticed, I thought Jaco was the last stop because that is what it looked like on Google. I was wrong. The bus was going to other places.
Fresh.
No one got off at Jaco.
Fresh.
People came on at one other stop. Someone got off at another stop in between the station and Jaco, but
Fresh.
we weren't ready for it, so we missed it. We ended up getting dropped off at the next stop about 15-20 minutes from Jaco, which we were fortunate enough to get an Uber. So you have to keep in mind, when you're going to certain countries, you need to be aware of maybe a backup plan. Maybe how you're going to get from city to city just in case you mess up, because you need a contingency plan. You have to have one. Make sure that you have service on your phone.
Service on your phone.
Possibly order a taxi or use Google Translator with the people around the area, because we could have been screwed being at this, because it was kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Definitely middle of nowhere. Wasn't all that bad because we stumbled upon a sports bar.
See in the video.
See the video. Dallas Cowboy theme, you could say American football theme. Stumbled upon this sports bar. Happy out.
Some March Madness.
Watch March Madness. They had happy out. They had a happy hour going.
Jumbo margaritas. 55-ounce margarita.
55 gallons, ounces.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. 55 ounces. 55 ounces. You know, it was cool vibes in there, chill vibes. You do VIP and you study to be a nurse. Right?
Not studying.
Study to be a nurse.
I passed my boards. I was a nurse at once. Now I'm a certified doctor.
Doctor?
Doctor.
Or physical therapy. You take care of your patients.
They call me Dr. Cub.
Dr. Shut y'all. Hey, boy, peel yourself, boy. So that kind of gave us time to like settle down, get our mind right while we regroup and figure out how the heck we gonna get back to Jaco, right? Because we literally just passed, we're like 20 minutes away. So that was a whole cluster in itself. That's definitely not the end of the story. So we finally make the Jaco, pass it back to Abe.
So I get an Uber from the bar. We get to Jaco.
About $3. It wasn't nothing crazy. About $3-4, you know.
This idiot drops us off at the wrong place. And he just skirts off. This fool, like, he drops us off at the wrong place. Sir over here asks him, clearly, is this the place? Yes. We're standing there looking like idiots, just loitering around like sim characters. Just going back, where is the place? So I get on Google Maps, we walk around, end up at the wrong place.
Would you say, just for learning information, would you say it's better to use Waze or Google Maps? What would you say is better?
Right.
As far as like getting there?
Use the drinking gourd from Harriet Tubman.
Okay,
you gotta pray, you gotta do something, because neither Waze did not work,
okay.
Google Maps didn't work, and Apple Maps didn't work.
Okay.
And so by this time, we're asking locals, we're asking people.
Locals very helpful.
Very helpful. You'll see this.
Oh yeah.
This lady helped us. She phoned a friend. She got a lifeline out, phoned a friend. They couldn't even figure it out. So you have to be clear with your Airbnb host, and you have to make sure that these things are going to pop up on a map. Because if you're not aware of where you're going, and you're not aware of the surrounding areas, just double check beforehand.
Yeah.
Make sure that you screenshot it and ask the Airbnb host, is this the area? Or one thing that we could have done beforehand is get on our laptops before we left and look up surrounding restaurants and things that have been established. These newer buildings, they are not popping up on the map. And this is probably the fourth time in Central America, in another country, that we've had this problem where Uber driver takes us to the wrong destination just because it's not popping up on their map because it's a new location. So you just make sure you find a pinpoint where it's like an older restaurant or a restaurant that's been established to where you can just go straight to there and then maybe possibly walk the rest of the way. Or you could tell the Uber driver, this is where I want to go, but drive us up here.
It's also, I find it good to at least get the name. At least get the name of the condominium or wherever you stay, get the name of it, or the adjacent street, get the name of the adjacent street, a name of a building, something that's established. A lot, actually, that helps a lot because, man, we got dropped off like middle of nowhere, like, all right, let's figure it out, right? So and it's hot, you're tired, you've been hanging out all day, you've been traveling, you travel from one city to the next city, you kind of flustered. So let that be a lesson, just to like keep calm, right? Keep calm when you're under duress, right? So with that being said, we finally make it to the Airbnb. What are your initial thoughts? Airbnb, how you like it? Overrated, underrated, overpaid, underpaid? How you feeling?
I mean, this is probably one of the more expensive Airbnbs we've stayed in.
Yeah.
Not more. It's definitely more pricier than and it's near the beach. But we walk in. They didn't have all the batteries in the remote. So I'm not sure what that was. Super warm. It's a nice Airbnb. Can't lie. You'll see some videos and pictures of the Airbnb, but not bad. Obviously, this is home base. We won't be spending very much time in here. We're in here to do a little bit of light work, sleep. But this is, it's comfortable, it's nice, it's clean.
Cool,
That's the bottom line for us. And so, 7 out of 10 stars for the Airbnb. Apart from the remote, I think it would have been a lot better if we had an easier transport into here. We wouldn't have been so upset about, something as little as there not being batteries in any of the remote for the AC or the TV. Like when you got to take batteries out of one room, they only have batteries in one remote. You got to use batteries for each remote. That's on the AC.
That's crazy. Yeah,
that was kind of rough. Just because we had a long day, we probably wouldn't have been too crazy over that. But it would have been an easy ride in here. But you make the best of it. And you move forward, you enjoy yourself. But these things happen. Keep in mind, these things happen
when you travel.
Look, it's not going to always be sunshine and rainbows, but, you just keep pushing forward. Enjoy your time. Don't let one little thing or two little things or 20,000 little things get you bent out of shape.
So, all right, so what would you say? Okay, and we had a big, found a pizza restaurant, had a big pizza, meatballs and whatnot. That was really good.
Balls of fire.
So pause. So overall, we ended up spending $158, right? The total journey, that's everything, include the Ubers and the actual, I think, $12 or $15 ride getting up here, right? Versus
Jumbo margaritas.
Jumbo margaritas, like, it wasn't
$30 a piece.
Yeah, it wasn't that much,
It's 4 margaritas and more.
So all things considered, would you say it's worth it to take the public transportation? So we saving on time, we saving on money, because that $158 we spent, that would have went alone just to the Uber, or even if we had a rental car, it still would have been like, probably like $200 or whatever. So what do you think it's worth it, in your opinion, right? And also, you guys comment below, do you think it's worth it just to save money? Because we did save a lot of money, right? But the old saying, just because you save money, I don't think you save yourself a headache. But that $158, that's what we paid just to eat, drink, snacks, and transportation versus just $160 going towards one-way Uber ride. So, what do you think? Your opinion.
I mean,
obviously we learned from it. We learned from the lesson.
I think that's the biggest thing for me. For me, it was worth it because I'll do it again. Okay. Just because now that I understand how it works, and this is gonna help in future countries and things like that.
Okay.
If you would have told me yesterday there'd been that much of a hassle, 2020 hindsight,
yeah,
I would have taken the Uber 1,000%.
Okay.
But now that I know, now that we were in it,
okay,
100% worth it. I mean, $7 a person compared to $160 one way.
Yeah.
And then you got to come back. That's $320, no tip included yet. So like for me personally, I'm gonna take the bus again. I'm gonna figure it out. I know now how it works. I know what you need. I know how to navigate it.
Okay.
And so yeah, I would say it is worth it. Just you gotta be prepared. You gotta be prepared for it, and you gotta know how it works. You're in their country. you got to navigate this. And so if you're going to take that risk, you got to understand there may be some bumps and bumps along the way.
Bumps and bumps for sure. Okay, guys. Well, you comment below. Let us know if we're crazy, we're out of our mind, or we just being cheapskates. Just you comment below. Be respectful. Tell us how you feel. But that's that, guys. We got to figure it out. Live adventurously. World's yours. Stay tuned for part 2. The Get Back. Stay tuned for part 2.
If we get back.